Hi and welcome. We're going to take a look at Riding the Hobby Horse, a wonderful piece by Grechaninov from his album for children, it says, but it's for anybody learning the piano, Opus 98, and it's rich pickings, I reckon. Some lovely pieces in that collection. Riding the Hobby Horse is very, very evocative of I'm not an equestrian. I'm allergic to horses, but I can well imagine what it's creating that same rhythm of riding a horse. So we should be very mindful of that. We're in 6/8. That's a compound time. It means there are 2 beats in the bar, but there are 6 sub-beats, if you like, in the bar. 6 quavers in each bar. So the rhythm we're aiming for at the start. Yeah. Okay, now let me break it down a little bit. 6 beats in the bar, we said. We've got some sharps to worry about. We are in the key of G major, aren't we? So please play a scale and an arpeggio to get yourself warmed up. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Accent on the D at the end of the bar. And nothing is held on. One at a time. And then the rhythm on this C triad. 2, 3. With each chord slightly louder than the one before and some accents in the right hand. It's a sense of charging down a hill, isn't there, on your horse? Although keep the tempo steady. Let's try that first line. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And if you want to use a metronome, you can set it. I love this metronome. It's an app, free. And I set it to 6 beats in the bar. It says 4 there, irrelevant. 6 things in a bar, and that might help me to get the right sort of speed. Ba 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 ba. 120 is that I'm doing roughly. So let's try that. That's per quaver. Then we've got some scales. Bar 5. And have a strong sense of the pulse. And then sometimes, of course, the left hand's going to chip in as well. What are the notes there? Easy peasy. But landing on that. And I would, in my practice, take it through to the start of the next bar. Let's put both hands together. What's nice is the fingering is the same for each, isn't it? Second finger over, and then another one that starts on the 5th finger. Okay. I know what I'm doing now. Next little bit. We've landed up, we've arrived there. Ooh, that's chromatic, and that's going to come back later on as well. I wonder if we can just take that chord. For now I'm going to use the same fingering. Can I? Okay. Now there is a different fingering suggested in bars 17 and 18, and we'll come to that in a moment. But that would be a good little practice to do. Now let's pick it up from bar 9. Bar 9, 10, 11, 12 look exactly the same to me as bar 1, 2, 3 and 4. So we've already done that. But bar 13 and 14 is not quite the same as 5 and 6. Let's have a look. The right hand, our 4th finger over. That's going to be important. And the left. What's what's tidy about the left is it can just sit there. It doesn't need to move, we're just going to use all our fingers. Can we get them together? What you might like to do is just take it through to the beginning of bar 14. Let's add one more beat. Okay. And try and get it right 3 or 4, 5 times in a row. That really suggests you know a bit. Those 2 bars are tricky. 1. Can I do 2? Can you do 5? Let's move on. And then we've got a middle section now that's a little bit different. It rises up, and you might want to use the fingering that's in the book. I actually do something a little bit different myself. Let's have a look. So these chords, we've looked at this before, they're gradually moving up chromatically from there to there to there to there, and then the fingering suggested is works absolutely fine. I quite like just 2 and 4 moving up, but take your pick. Let's go from the double bar. 4, 5, 6. And those lines, those tenuto signs, just a bit more weight for the left hand ones. So 3 for the G sharp. I would say I really don't want the 3 on that. I want the 2 so that I'm ready for the E and the B coming up. Could do that, but ultimately we want the 3 at the end of the bar because of what's coming in bar 21. Yeah. There are things to think about there, aren't there? But we'll arrive. And by the way, those fingering decisions all depend on the size of your hand and that kind of thing. I've got biggish hands. The ending, all's well that ends well, looks very familiar. We already know that. So now I'm going to play it through nice and steadily, not at the recommended speed just yet. Let's hear what's going on. I'm thinking da, 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 da. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now, to finish off, let's hear it at the recommended speed. Allegro, fast. Dotted crotchet is 92. My gosh, that's going quite fast. 92, this is per beat. Da 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 da, da 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 da, da 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 da. Okay. It's a great fun piece. It really creates the character of a gallop, doesn't it? Perhaps on a hobby horse or even a real one. I hope you have a lot of fun learning this piece. Take care. Bye-bye for now.